The label object is best suited for usage as a label, text link, title, or subtitle. Let's go ahead and look at a few different ways to create label objects. You can right-click on your canvas or your empty stage and choose Label from the right-click context menu, or you can press Ctrl+2 as a shortcut key, and that will initiate the new label object properties dialog here, where you can just go ahead and set up your label. And additionally, you can go to the Insert menu and choose Label from the pull down here, and this will bring up the same dialog here for a new label object. And another way that you could do it is to click on this A in your icon bar. Okay? And that's also going to create a new label. You could also use the shortcut key of Ctrl+2, and that'll do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to press cancel here, and I'm going to delete a few of these, but basically that's a few ways to create label objects. So if you're going to be deploying text content of any type, you're probably going to want to use a paragraph object, but if you're going to be deploying a simple label, title, subtitle, or text link, you'll probably want to use a label object. So I can actually size this down, for example, change the text to say email us, and then just place this down in the corner of my project, for example. It's much better suited than a paragraph object to that sort of application. Okay, if we take a look at the properties, which we'll examine in the upcoming video, you'll see it shares a lot of properties with the button object. So one way to visualize a label object is as a text button, as opposed to an image button. Okay, and that's just sort of an abstract way of looking at it, but it helps some people visualize the functionality behind it. Okay, so some typical uses for a label object would be to create things like an email link, or a title or subtitle to put above some paragraphed objects. Or, for example, if we had an image from our gallery here, I'll just drag one in, and I'm going to size it way down, pull it here onto our canvas. This is another example where we could bring the email us link, and I'm going to go to Object, Arrange, Bring to Front, so it's above that, and I could actually change that text to say whatever I like, say for example a small caption for my image, and I could actually place it on there and group them together. So those are some of the typical uses of a label object, and we'll jump right in and take a slightly more in-depth look at this object.